everybody, welcome back to my library. If you haven't been here before, my name is PrincessCandyCotton and I can't wait to read another book with you. Today we're going to read Strum and the Wild Turkeys, written by Noah Daniel and illustrated by Alana McCarthy. Let's get going. The animals gathered in their usual place to check in with each other after a long, cold winter. The raccoon stood on the stage, commenting as each forest animal joined the clearing. Roosters, standing like a guard at the gate, counted the mice, the deer, the rabbits, the fox families, the chipmunks, the mama bear, and her 2 new cubs, and the rest of the creatures that were coming together to make the first day of spring. There had been a family of peacocks that joined the event each year, but this year they were nowhere to be found. Everyone looked forward to their yearly parade of plumes. Their majestic feathers were a colorful addition to the spring celebrations. Even Strum's plume, though smaller and less colorful, was something to look forward to for everyone. That was everyone except Strum. Strum worried about his feathers. They were green, blue, and bronze, like his brothers, but they weren't quite as full or as dazzling. Even though his sister's plumes were less colorful, like all female peacocks, or peons, as they're called, they fanned their feathers with such fantastic style that even their plain plumes still outshined Strum's. His siblings wore their feathers with pride, while Strum wore his across his body to hide his less than full fan. Strum felt different than his siblings. Every aspect of their lives left him feeling like he wasn't really a part of the party of peacocks that were in his family. Strum's brothers and sisters made their peacock sounds by shaking their feathers in perfect harmony. Strum didn't like to shake the tail feathers that he tried to hide. Instead, he strummed them like a guitar, which is how he got his name. His siblings laughed at how he played and made fun of every sound he made. Strum called it his music and played to his own beat in spite of their teasing. His sister reminded Strum that a peacock's plume is a source of pride, with feathers flowing in patterned perfection. She added, giggling. A peacock without a beautiful plume is like a queen without a crown or a tiger without stripes. Strum found comfort in picturing a beautiful stripeless white tiger and a queen on whom he had rarely seen a crown. One day, the peacocks decided it was time to go find mates and get married. They set off on a long journey. They didn't even ask Strum if he wanted to come. Being alone can sometimes feel amazing, like everything is possible. Other times, it can feel really lonely. Strum wasn't sure if he felt more alone with his brother and sisters or without them. Strum sat on his perch, playing his plume and singing his heart out to the moon. Different is good, be yourself. You don't have to look like, talk like, walk like anybody else. One morning, Strum noticed a flock of turkeys walking under his tree. He had been working on a new song when he looked down and saw them looking up from underneath him. He froze. Then one of the turkeys said, "Don't stop." Unsure, Strum just stared back. "We've been listening to you play for a while, and we came to join you." Cut, gobble, kiki, and yelp encouraged Strum to just play. The pitch of Strum's plume balanced Cut's loud drum beats, Gobble's guitar gurglings, Kiki's keytar, and the tap of Yelp's tambourine. The 5 looked at each other. Note after note, quietly at first, and then louder. They were listening to each other and really blending their sounds. They were in sync. Strum moved down his tree and joined the group. They knew that they were on to something wonderful. The sun set and rose overhead a few times, and the group played on. Strum felt a warmth inside of him that he had never known. They quickly went from a bunch of musicians jamming together to something better. Later that spring day, as the gathering crowd grew restless, the turkeys finally strolled down the path. Their newest addition proudly led with his head high, looking a little brighter and bolder than anyone had seen before. Strum took the stage and the wild turkeys began to play. The band rocked the spring gathering and many others to come. The end. Thank you so much for joining me for this really fun spring story today. If you enjoyed the story, you can find the link to the book and more about the author in the description below. And if you liked reading with us, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. I'll see you next time.